Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. And hello there. What is going on, everybody? Thank you for joining yours truly tonight. Nick will be back home tomorrow night. So the next time we go live, whenever that is, definitely on Thursday this coming week, but who knows? Maybe even tomorrow night. I don't know. Let's see what happens when Nick gets home and see if his camera still works and all that kind of good stuff. We very well could be doing this. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We're going to go through some things that we didn't get a chance to talk about on Thursday. There's some late breaking things. I want to say hello to everyone who is here with me right now. We got John Graber in the house, the space jockey. Good to see you, Brother John. Hope you are doing well. Matt Rissman is here in the house. He'll be joining me here in just a moment. I believe he just lost his power. So he'll be back. Peak Obi-Wan finally can catch you guys. Happy Saturday, folks. Joseph McCrae, good evening, everyone. Good to see you, Joseph, and good to see my buddy Peak Obi-Wan. Good to see you, my man. Lombardi 1969, good to see you. My buddy Davish is in the house. Good to see Davish. Mexican Iron Man, what the heck is this? I don't know. Here we go. This is your fault. You did all this. So, and we're still going. So good to see you, brother. I'm jealous that you got to spend so much time with Nick and I don't ever get to see you. So you're going to have to fix that. Let's see. Everscale is here. Good to see you. Hampton is here. John Riley, Saturday Live. Emergency? Nah, no emergency. We're just hanging with you guys tonight. So glad you are here. Zombie Box Reviews is also here. Mexican Iron Man says breaking special Saturday night live stream to announce the engagement of KK to Matt Rissman, a.k.a. Darth Simpus. Yes, Rissman will be back. He had a technical issue, so he will be back in a moment. Davish says he canceled his Star Wars The Old Republic subscription. Hey, I hear you. A lot of Star Wars gamers are unhappy right now. Well, this is one thing that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes. Mattuine is here. Alan Copeland is here. Let's see. I believe that is about everybody. Angelina Serini is also here. Good to see you, Angelina. T-Rex 007. What's going on, brother? I enjoyed our back and forth today on Twitter. That was fun. I love those G.I. Joes, man. Love them, love them. The old toys. Darcipio is here. Good to see you, man. I know it's good for you when we do these Saturdays, so it's very good to see you. This used to be our night. Do you guys remember that? Before we switched to the Thursday night, our Saturday night streams were probably our best ones. So here we are doing one again, like we used to. Wanted to just remind everybody, our pre-show will always be in honor and in memory of our great friend who passed away back in August, the legendary Tron. We miss him and love him, and that's what you're seeing there. That's something that I talked about that I wanted to do. The community backed me up in that. Let's have the pre-show named in his honor. So it's pretty much the legendary Tron Echo Base Network live stream, our pre-show. That's going to confuse a lot of people, but people will get used to it. So Rogue Sarge is here. Good to see you, brother. My brother, Rogue Sarge, going to the range therapy. Let's go. Everybody's got to get it. Sausage Breath says turkey-based network. Mary Lanning, what is going on? Good to see you, Mary Lanning. Marks 47, you guys get any nasty weather up there? Yes, but it wasn't as bad as they had predicted. We were going to be on the lookout for tornadoes until midnight tonight, and everything was canceled at about 6 o'clock. So about 2 hours ago, everything was like, we're clear. We made it. Wasn't as bad as we were thinking it was going to be. So very, very good. Mr. Dexter Kane says, hi, nice to see you on a Saturday. Yes, this used to be our night. So good that we are here doing this with you guys. Seeing a lot of old faces that don't really join us on the Thursdays because I get it. You know, your schedule, prohibits you from doing that. George Valentine, good evening, good sir, and chat. Thank you, George. Good to see you. Mars Monkey Max is here. Mr. Reborn, Saturdays are cozy. Good to see you, Mr. Reborn. Caveat Ties, hello there. Good to see you. And I believe that catches us up. So everybody, thank you so much for being here. We got 83 in the house right now. Oh, and don't forget, Becky's here. Good to see Becky. So glad to see you here. So, all right, with that being said, it is time to bring in the one, the only. You know him, you love him. Sometimes you might even want to punch him in the face. You're probably going to want to tonight. Just look at him very closely. And there you are.
Hello there. How are you?
Hello there. It's the talking cue ball. No. Everybody's going to be on you. Oh my goodness.
I know.
A Oreo Royal Blizzard, my friend. Oreo Royal Blizzard.
What about a Buster Bar?
That's just for people over 60.
Yes. Hey, Mary Lanning. Great to see everybody here.
All right,
We're back on a Saturday night. Coach,
question.
Remember when I used to do this on Saturday night every night?
No. I don't know how I stayed married.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's a different story. Different story for a different time.
I was like, maybe we need to stop doing Saturday nights. Look, when I retire, probably move back to Saturdays.
Sure.
But Nick, to be fair, wants to get out and do stuff, and he's not home tonight. He's out and about doing his thing, and that's good for him. He needs to be able to do that as well. So I don't have a need to go out at all. Whatever. I'm good right here. Right here. This is it. This is my jam.
We did it. We're doing it.
I'm in the studio with my toys, with my friends. Yeah. So I cannot complain. What's going on, Bobby? Good to see you. All right. So, look, by the way, I got to do this. I got to get back in the habit of doing this. We kind of got out of our whole,
Yeah,
production
do
and
the things,
do
Coach.
the things,
Yes,
guys.
do the things.
There are 4 ways to support us here on the channel. Man, that is a bright screen. You can become a channel member. You can join us over on our Patreon, where Nick will be getting stuff out very, very soon. You can send in a super chat or member chat. And the most important thing, you can just be here, and you can even become one of these people, one of our new members. So, with all of that down, let's go right into the things that we are talking about tonight. I think you guys are going to enjoy some of this, starting with every Marvel Disney Plus series releasing after Daredevil Born Again. Now, look, we're not going to stay here very long because there's not very much to talk about. But I will tell you, there's some things that we're talking about that are kind of funny. There's some things that we're talking about that's actually good news. There's some things that we're talking about. We're going to talk about some gaming. We're going to talk about maybe a little toys. We're going to get into a lot of stuff.
It's scamming, by the way. It's scamming, not gaming.
Shut
Scamming.
up. We have so many inside jokes. It's really hard to keep track. Yeah, it is. It is hard to keep track. All right, so Daredevil Reborn hasn't gotten off to the greatest of starts. I can't critique it. I've not watched it at all.
You never watched even one episode.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people in the chat have definitely watched it. I am a fan of the series, so I hope that they do well. And I haven't really seen anybody saying anything about Disney's ruined it. I will say that for me, Daredevil Season 2 is a big step down from Season 1 when it was on Netflix. It's kind of a chore to get through Season 2. But I'm getting it done, and eventually I'll move ahead and watch, Born Again. But this is what's happening after Born Again. So when this show ends in the very near future, what's coming next for the MCU? Guys, just look. We have The Eyes of Wakanda coming August 6th.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but man, I see this everywhere on Twitter. Like everybody's talking about this. That's sarcasm. No one is talking about this.
Nobody.
And no one will talk about this. And it might even be a good show, and no one's going to talk about it.
Eyes of Wakanda. Come on, Coach. What are you, racist?
It has nothing to do with the 4 black people. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, I don't know. These are side characters. Chadwick Boseman is gone. Now, if it was a show starring Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, might be pretty good. I don't know. So, but anyways, that's August 6th. And then you get Marvel Zombies.
The zombies.
Can you believe we're looking at this?
No, don't want it. Don't want it. Don't know it.
Who's going to watch that?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, awful. Wonder Man.
There's only one Marvel show I'm looking forward to, Coach, and that's the White. There it is. This is the one.
That will
Vision
probably
Quest.
be
They call
entertaining.
it the White Vision because Terry Metalis is in charge of this, and Todd Stashwick is in it. Terry Metalis from Star Trek, Picard Season 3. He's in charge of this.
Right.
Yes.
Probably be pretty entertaining.
Yeah. I hope so.
Rumor has it that the set, though, is going to be very, very dark.
Okay.
Terry tends to do that,
Yeah, I know. You're being very silly, but that's okay.
All right. Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Okay. Now, Season 1's kind of enough. I don't know about Season 2.
Now, you have started watching. You've watched Season 1.
Oh, I've watched it.
I
I have.
Yeah, right. You never watched any of the Netflix.
No.
Well, I can promise you would have enjoyed. Season 1 of the Netflix series. So this one is a slow burn for you.
It's a burn, right? So I mean, what my thing about Daredevil is, should I have watched? Do I have to have watched the first 3 seasons for this?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know either, but I mean, I've watched the first 3 episodes, and it's kind
Do
of
you feel like you know what's going on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
And it's kind
Then
of
none
meh.
of that was needed.
It's meh. It's a meh.
So my question is, are you going to continue to watch it?
Of course, yeah.
What if you get to the point where you don't like it?
Well, I mean, I kind of don't. I mean, it's okay right now, but I mean, so I have to tell you, if I have to take a chance on which episode I'm going to watch, Daredevil Born Again or The Pit, The Pit's going to be the first episode I watch.
The Pit is the only thing I want to watch right now.
You know, and also I think Severance, even though Severance season 2 was very weird, I think both of them are much better than whatever they're doing in this season of Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Guys, if you have not watched The Pit on HBO Max, it is incredibly well done. I would say that, and this is unusual for me, Risman. We're 11 episodes in.
Yeah.
There has not been one single dull moment in this series.
The Pit. You're talking about The Pit.
Yes. It has my attention from beginning till it fades.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm in it. And here's the thing. If you're not paying attention in this show, something's about to happen at any time. They're in an emergency room, guys. It's crazy. I mean, there's so much. It's a great show for people who suffer from ADD like me. Like, I need attention and things moving, and to keep me focused. This show really does it. There's a lot of fast-moving parts. It's really good. A lot of stimulus going on. So definitely go and check that out. Good to see you, brother.
So Becky said, what is The Pit? So The Pit, it's P-I-T-T. The Pit is a show on HBO Max. It's with Noah Wiley is the lead in the show. And it's kind of like an unofficial, I don't want to put the more in the ditch, but it's an unofficial continuation of ER. So if you're an ER fan, you would like The Pit.
And the only reason you say that is because Noah Wiley's playing a character in the ER,
100%.
but he doesn't have the same name. It's not the same character. It's just it's like a spiritual successor, kind of, if you will.
Correct.
Yeah. But better, right?
I mean, I didn't like ER, but I love The Pit.
Yeah, so. There you go. Yeah, so it's really, really good. Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh no, that's a different pit. That's a different pit.
Oh my goodness.
The same pit we're talking.
All right. So Daredevil Born Again Season 2, 2026. And then we're also getting Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. And then sometime in 2026, X-Men 97 Season 2, which we have an update about that show as well. Check that out. The Seaman, my wife's an acute care nurse. The Pit is pretty accurate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I
it
figured
seems like
it would
it should be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Rogue Sarge, I still need to finish Silo.
Oh, so good. So
look at Shrike. More Daredevil Born Again.
I don't disagree.
I have not seen anybody say that. That's funny. That is really good.
I don't disagree.
Wow, Shrike, if you came up with that, props, man. That's pretty catchy right there. That's what everybody's saying about it. So, all right. So X-Men 97 Season 2, which is something that I would definitely be all about watching, because X-Men 97 was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. It's worth watching again. And yes, Disney did it. And they actually took X-Men the animated series and they made it continue on, and they kept it going. They kept the momentum from something that ended a long time ago, 95-ish.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or maybe even 97. I don't know. But I mean.
Yeah, right. Maybe it didn't. No, it didn't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to seeing the Punisher.
He's gonna be, he's gonna be in Daredevil.
Oh yeah, he was in season 2 on the Netflix.
He's gonna be in this one.
I know. Yep, he should be. So I'm definitely, I'll give that a try. Put it that way. It might not be very good, but I'm going to give it a try.
Well, they've decided now they're going to do like a special, like, kind of like a little movie for him. They're not going to do like a series anymore. It's going to be like a movie thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that could be good too. But, there's been several Punisher movies, so I don't know. I don't know. Angelina Serini says, Coach, me and my mom just had a bad hailstorm last night. There's a lot of guck outside our front lawn and our door. My neighbor's car is damaged. Angelina, I'm glad that you are safe and everything worked out. So cars, that's all right. But, you didn't get hurt, and that is great. So I'm very happy for you and your mother. All right. So that is our what's coming on Disney Plus. Not a whole lot there to be excited about.
No.
But speaking of, more people, and we talked about this on Thursday, more people watched The Acolyte on Disney Plus than Daredevil Born Again. Yep. And the thing is, we know that The Acolyte got off to a very hot start in the first 2 weeks, and then it came crashing down. But The Acolyte having more viewership than Daredevil, it really shows you that Disney, their streaming service has fallen off. And we knew that was the case. There's nothing new there. Agree?
I totally agree. And it's going to be the same when My Beloved Andor comes as well. Right? I mean, the people aren't going to show back up in droves.
No.
If they were going to show back up in droves, sadly, they would have done that for Daredevil.
Right.
And the fact that Daredevil is not done as good as, even Agatha all along. This is the story about, doing it, comparing it to Acolyte. But I mean, if you compare it to a Marvel series, not doing as good as Agatha all along, it's like, yikes.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
I didn't watch 1 second of that show.
I did. I watched the whole thing, and it wasn't bad. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone else said it was, but it wasn't great, right? And so for me, Loki season 2 is still the best series that they've done on Disney Plus from a Marvel perspective. And so far, for me, Daredevil Born Again hasn't even even come close to it.
Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll see.
I agree with Name here. I might hold off where I could sit down and just binge it. If it's a slow burn of a show, God, that's why I couldn't get into the Dune Prophecy. It was so slow, and it's like I got to wait a week to watch the next one. And after 3 times, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm not going to sit here and wait on that. So that's just kind of where I am. So that's a great take there.
By the way, in my opinion, for 3 to 3 episodes, right? If we're talking about 3 episodes of this series compared to 3 episodes of Dune Prophecy,
yeah,
it's no comparison. Dune Prophecy is kicking ass, but I'm not precious for Daredevil, right? So there's a lot of folks that entered into this series, I'm here to see Daredevil in this continuation, blah blah. Yeah. I don't know if they're more happy or less happy than me, but for me right now, I would rather watch The Pit. right? I would rather watch Surface. I would rather watch, Severance. There's many other things I would rather watch than this Daredevil series.
Yeah. I understand. I don't know, man. So, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to think, like, what is Daredevil just isn't the kind of comic book character, superhero, that just draws a bunch of people in. He was kind of a secondary comic book character. For me, I grew up loving comic books, still, nostalgically love them. I still buy some, vintage comics occasionally. He's kind of like Hawkeye. Just not the kind of character to bring a lot of interest and to carry a show. Like you need your top tier. You need your A tier. If you're a gamer, you need your S tier.
Yeah.
Characters. Daredevil is not that,
Well, I agree with you, and I just put this Seaman comment here. Disney needs a Taylor Sheridan. Wait, Taylor Sheridan, is doing great things on Paramount Plus. He's got the Landman. He's got the everything he's doing. And all these 1923 and all these things that he's doing with his series. He has a vision. On Disney Plus, it doesn't seem like anyone has a vision, right? Whether it's for Marvel or Star Wars or anything like that, right? I mean, you're not, I don't know what to say about that, but I agree with you, which is this series, it's not bad, right? But if you're entering into it with Daredevil is the thing and he's your guy and he's going to do these things that he's supposed to do, so far he's not doing them. He's not doing them right now, right? He's not Tulsa King, right? He's not Sylvester Stallone, right? He's not, they're doing things that they're doing, but is it great? I don't know. For me, it's kind of mid. I hate to use the word mid, but people say mid now. I'm kind of like, I'm with you.
Yeah. It's a good word. Most things coming out today are just that, So, yeah, very interesting there. We want to go ahead and read the member chat from the C-Man. Disney Plus have any future under a new CEO? It cannot be making enough money to be worth it. It could, but they're going to have to start making more entertaining shows and maybe get a little less political with their things, which they might be doing a little bit. I don't know. I don't watch enough of it, but I'm not seeing a whole lot out there right now. And here's the thing. Nobody's watching Disney Plus. Mm-hmm. You're comparing the number one show on the platform right now to something Agatha all along beat it. Like more and more people are leaving Disney Plus. And if it weren't for Mako Mermaids.
Mako Mermaids, I know. They're good, right?
I would have left as well. I wish there was a way for me to log in and show you like my activity on my profile.
Mako Mermaids.
The last time I logged in and watched anything on Disney Plus was the last episode of whatever that was, that Skeleton Crew. Mm-hmm. Hadn't logged in and done anything since.
Well, I mean, how can you watch Mako Mermaids if you don't log in?
Shut up, Brisman. Okay. All right. And then Dan Crane gifted 1 Echo Base Network membership. So welcome aboard to our new member, courtesy of Dan Crane. Please give Dan a big thank you for that. and we appreciate the member chat as well. We want to play this video for you. We'll be right back. This is an oldie but a goodie. I think you guys will like this, and when you see it and remember the good times that we had. Oh boy, you got to stop that. Oh my gosh. All right, so X-Men 97, they kind of let the cat out of the bag. One of the voice actors said that she was off to the studio in an interview the other day to go drop the lines and do the recordings for season 3. Yeah. So they're already starting to work on season 3. Season 2, they've done the work. They're just in post-production right now. Who knows? They're working on it, but season 3 is forthcoming. That's really, really good news, and I kind of was not expecting that. So not really hot at the moment, but that's something for me to look forward to. Yeah. Because that good. One I hope really, really well done. And truth be told, we're really lucky that X-Men 97, that, you know, the original X-Men animated series, I believe began in 92. So many of those voice actors are back reprising their roles, and whenever you could have that and they pull it off as quality, that's special. Yeah. You know, if they did a Transformers season 4 right now from, you know, Transformers from 1984, sorry, that wouldn't go so well. You know, a lot of those voice actors are gone. A lot of them have aged so much that they no longer sound, they can't make that sound anymore. They can't do that voice anymore. It just wouldn't be the same. And the same is true with G.I. Joe. You know, there's nobody really that can pull off a Chris Latta's Starscream or Cobra Commander. Okay. You know, so actually, whoever did it in the 40th anniversary for Transformers G1 did a good job. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's always AI voices, which I don't believe I'm a proponent of that. I'm not. But hey, you know, if it works, it works. Speaking of AI, somebody posted a Christopher Reeve as Superman AI. I saw it, yeah. And it was like him on social media. Yeah. I thought it was pretty well done. There were some images that were like, wow. No. Some of them didn't look right, but some of them were like, that really does look like him. Like that could pass. So anyways, all right. So a little X-Men 97 update there. And another thing, kind of shows you the state of Star Wars, a game that just came out a year ago. That's free to play. Hunter's not. It's an arena shooter. Mm-hmm. Star Wars Hunters. And you have until October to play it, and they're taking all the servers offline. They made the announcement today. The game is shutting down. So no more of that. And that just kind of lets you know where Star Wars is at. You know, it's just, we say it all the time, it's no longer part of the cultural zeitgeist that it used to be. So here we are with... I don't know if it's unfortunate news or what. So that we're going to switch over and look at this now. Oh, the Odyssey. Yes. Yeah. So Christopher Nolan doing the Odyssey. Mm-hmm. Now, little known fact about me. I don't know if I've talked about it or I've probably said something about it before. I've read the Odyssey probably 3 times. That's sad. I'm happy for you. Sad. It's sad. Yeah. Oh, why is that sad? It's a slog. It's a bit of a slog. Oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was it's a great story. Yeah, yeah. But I used to read the Iliad yearly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would go through the Iliad once a year, and I probably did that for about 10 years. I've not read it in a few years now. When I saw this image, Tom Holland starring in the Odyssey, I'm like, hold up. Well, there's no way that's Odysseus. and I'm like, who is he playing?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are not aware, or you don't know about the story, he is playing Telemachus, which is Odysseus' son, who has a very small part in the story. I will be interested to see how much Tom Holland's character as Telemachus will be in the movie. And I was like, okay, first look at the Odyssey. And I'm like, Tom Holland, Telemachus, well, who is playing Odysseus? Because that's kind of important.
Right.
Who is the lead? If you didn't know, the lead is Matt Damon.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be Pedro. I thought it was going to be Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, Matt Damon. Okay.
But I'm like, okay, hang on a second. Why? And Matt Damon is a fine actor. Don't get me wrong. The Bourne series is really incredibly well done.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing he's ever done.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But, dude, Matt Damon? It's almost as ridiculous as thinking about Brad Pitt playing Achilles.
Oh my gosh.
However, Troy was a pretty good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Brad Pitt did pretty well.
Yeah.
Matt Damon could do the same thing. If you had asked me how I felt about Brad Pitt being Achilles, I would have crapped all over it. I'd have been like, oh, this is terrible casting. There's no way. But he pulled it off. Kind of like how Ben Affleck, I was thinking he's going to be a horrible Batman. What are you doing? Why cast that man as Batman? He actually kind of pulled it off and did just fine. I don't know. Name says he thinks it'll be fine. What is up, John Kokoza? Good to see you, my friend.
I'm getting roasted. I'm getting roasted in the chat, Coach.
Hey, don't worry about them.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But anyways,
I don't have high hopes for this movie, by the way. I just don't. I mean, I love Christopher Nolan, but this movie with all of the actors that he's cast, blah, blah, it's like he's got a high bar to set for himself.
Yeah, the Odyssey. What is the Odyssey about? Their synopsis. The Odyssey is an ancient Greek epic written by Homer. The story follows Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, as he faces a perilous 10-year journey home after the Trojan War. Along the way, he encounters legendary challenges, including the Cyclops Polyphemus, the alluring sirens, and the sorceress Circe. Yeah, I just don't know, dude. I love epics. I love epic journeys. I love swords and sorcery. Matt Damon just doesn't really fit for me, but that's just me. And the thing too is, like, when I saw this image right here, I don't care anything about seeing Tom Holland in this movie. But at least this should be a smaller role for him. It's kind of interesting that they put his face up there on this article. I don't know. So you don't have high hopes? Chat, let us know what you're thinking.
Look, here we go. Yes. I think Tony Gilroy will do a better second season of Andor than whatever this movie is.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
I 100% think that's true. And if you don't, well, okay. We'll see.
I think Andor season 2 is going to be pretty dang good.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are going to watch it.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is just a matter of opinion, right? It is just a matter of opinion. It's all subjective.
Shrike probably also doesn't think that the new, Snow White movie is going to do well, and it's going to do very well. And that's just the way that things work. It's just the way that things work. Okay, fine.
I don't know if it's going to do as well as you think, but you might be right.
I think it's going to do very well.
Women and little girls are going to go watch it. Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Just like Barbie.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I agree with you as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Might not be as well as they're hoping, but yeah.
I think it's going to be a $700 million. I think it's going to be. You'll be surprised. I think you'll be surprised.
Yeah. Sundowners with a big 1999 super chat. Thank you, sir. Happy Saturday night. Dark Siders. Yes, we are on the dark side.
I'm not. You might be.
Well, some of us are. You are sometimes. You are sometimes.
Listen, they're saying now in the chat that I'm going to love the new Snow White. I'm not going to see the new Snow White. I'm just saying it's going to do at least as well as Mufasa or better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You're not saying it's going to be a good movie.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I gotcha. Sundowners, thank you so much for that big 1999 super chat. And we enjoyed you being here on Thursday, man. That was awesome.
Well, I didn't enjoy it that much, but that's good.
Oh, you stop. Butthole. Showroom Sabers, what's up, brother? He says, miss everyone. Really hoping to make the next meetup as I missed this year's. Hope Moff Rissman, Coach Nick, and the rest of the EBN fam is doing well. Andor should be a good show. Hopefully, God bless. Thank you so much for sitting in that awesome member chat, my man. And thank you, Sundowners, for the 1999 super chat. So we've brought back some of our classic Echo Base Network super chat videos. So we are your Echo Base Network, and here is a classic one for you guys. Thank you so much to Showroom Sabers and Sundowners Club. Also to Dan Crane and the Seaman. Thank you guys. Now, if I could just see the one to click.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's it.
All right, so this article doesn't give any details about this, but Alan Richardson is playing the lead in a new sci-fi movie coming on Netflix, and it is called War Machine. Not that War Machine, but War Machine. He is part of a spec ops team that just finished some type of training, and there's this otherworldly threat. That's the premise. And he and this team go on an adventure, if you will, to destroy the threat. That is what they're saying. But you read the headline here, possibly the biggest movie ever for Netflix. So I don't know. Maybe we have something to look forward to there. I did not see a release date. Also, the release date still has not been announced, but Netflix acquired it from Lionsgate for distribution. The Reacher star also mentions his upcoming project Playdate, which co-stars Kevin James, Owen Wilson. It's like a new John Wick.
Oh.
I don't know. Good actor, good action star. I like science fiction, so I guess I'll be giving War Machine a try whenever it does finally come out.
You know what, Coach? I give this article a 0 out of 10. A 0 out of 10 for Star Wars content. But
yes, as you should.
Maybe it's a 5 or a 6. I don't know. Sci-fi could be good. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, as a sci-fi movie, I'm going to think this one is going to be about a 7 out of 10. But as a Star Wars content, I got to give it a 0. Yeah, I got to give it a 0.
I mean, 7 out of 10 is what we do here on the channel. So
in the spirit of Nick, spirit. For those of you who do not know, Nick, his new ranking system is everything Star Wars that's coming out now is going to be a 0 out of 10 in terms of Star Wars, and then he'll give it a non-Star Wars rating.
Yeah, sure.
I think it's kind of funny, to be honest. And a little silly, but I get it. Just, we're definitely gonna have some fun with it because I'm gonna do it too. I wonder what's going to happen when I give it the same number.
Oh no!
Well, as a Star Wars
Oh,
movie,
God.
I give it a 5, and as a non-Star Wars movie, I give it a 5.
Well, you're not going to give Andor season 2 a 5. I mean,
You don't know that.
I do know that.
How do you know that?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm predicting that.
What do you think I'm going to give Andor season 2?
At least a 7. At least a 7. Because 7 out of 10 is what we do here. 7 out of 10 is Echo-based networks. 7 out of 10. That's what we do.
No, we're not. I gave Skeleton Crew a 5.5.
Oh, come on. You give it a 7 out of 10, Coach. 7 out of 10.
So who's a harsher critic, chat? Is it me or Nick?
Oh, my gosh. That's not a real question.
John, Coach, you're going to give it in the 8s. John, I can remember when me and Nick scored something low and you came after us with like, "Arrgh."
That was Andor season 1.
Yeah, it was so bad. Me and you had to have a phone conversation.
Yeah.
So that's not always true, John.
Yeah.
Y'all be nice to me.
Yeah.
Becky says 7. It's funny how no one ever talks about Street Fighter 1.
What is he talking about?
He's got to see my tabs up there.
Oh, okay.
Cheater. I'm saying 8.3. Andor season 2 gets a 10. Oh my goodness.
10 Z's.
Andro.
10 Z's. Shrike says 10 Z's.
7 is the lowest you can go. Nick. Black Dragon. Nick is, yes, 100%. Nick, it was Ahsoka season 1 is what it was. Yes. Yes. Street Fighter 1 is terrible.
I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, that's how I view it too, T-Rex. 7 out of 10 is a 70. That's a C minus.
Mm-hmm.
I still got to do that. I have not watched it.
Oh, no.
But I definitely will before season 2 comes out. Which, I'm going to be honest, man. I'm glad Ahsoka season 2 is coming out.
Why?
And I did not like the first season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess because it's going to give me something to talk about.
Okay. Yeah. Because you're a Disney Star Wars shill. So
I am. I'm a paid subscriber. Wondering. I might as well be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the Mako Merents.
Oh my goodness. Toddzilla with a big $5 super chat. Long time no see, dude. It's been too long since ICCC. I'm skipping Celebration again. I like visiting Japan, but can't support Lucasfilm and KK. Totally with you on that, Toddzilla. My man. We did miss you. Or it has been too long since ICCC.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll see you at another one of those. Mm-hmm. And like I told everybody, the videos, the old school classic EBN videos are back. So I'm going to play this one for Toddzilla for that $5 super chat. Thank you, brother. So Bald Bacchus says here, Coach seems like too nice of a guy to go as negative as Disney deserves. I can understand that. I can understand why somebody would say that about me. But when I watch something, I will go scorched earth on it as well. It's just not in my nature to do a whole lot of ranting and raving, and I let all the other channels and people. That's why I have Nick. Nick does all that for me, and I don't know. I try to bring a little balance. Yeah. I am definitely Anakin prior to the dark side turn, and Nick is more like Vader, Rogue One Vader.
Yeah,
he's Rogue One Vader.
We can't say Rogue One because that's Disney Star Wars code.
And that's a 0 out of 10 for Nick.
Yeah, it's a 0 out of 10.
It's a 0.
Zero. It's a 0.
I give tonight's stream a 7 out of 10.
Oh, nice. Name those.
Yeah. Maybe we will be pleasantly surprised with Andor Season 2. Probably so.
Oh, we're going to be.
I can't wait to see Andor sulk again and be shocked by seeing the Empire be bad. Never seen that be gone. Let's see. Well, anyways, you guys see what we've got here. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. Thanks Donna for being here tonight.
Hey, Donna.
So you guys see here, a documentary analyzes Street Fighter 2's cultural impact. Yeah, Street Fighter 1, no way. Street Fighter 2, was it the fighting game of the 90s, guys? I'm more of a Mortal Kombat 2 guy for the 90s, but Street Fighter 2 was awesome.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So you could go over to Hulu and watch this documentary for free.
Hulu.
If you have Hulu, that is.
Yeah.
I guess it's not free. You can watch it on Hulu, is what I'm trying to say. So go and check that out. I plan on watching it myself. At some point, I'm going to have to download it. But, yep, I don't have Hulu. But anyways.
You don't have Hulu for Mako Mermaids?
I do not. Do they have Mako Mermaids?
I think so.
Oh, well, I'll have to look into that. No, I downloaded Mako Mermaids, and I have it on my Plex server now. So, yeah.
Oh, my.
I wish I knew why. You know, I love how, like, when I
you know what Mako Mermaids is.
Yeah. It's not like any of that was a secret. You know, I let people know. You know,
that's why. Yeah.
No, I'm considering bowing out of Netflix. Oh, there's that. Take a deal and binge watch, maybe. Just my opinion. Okay. Well, I hear you. Oh, the Street Fighter movie was awful. Absolutely awful. That is around the time where I realized Jean-Claude Van Damme was not making good movies anymore.
Well, arguably he never made a good movie, but those movies
were crazy. What are you talking about?
Worst movies.
Bloodsport and Kickboxer are great movies.
Well, I mean, are they really? I mean, okay.
Oh, you better stop.
Oh, no. I mean, okay. Sure.
Bloodsport is a great movie.
It's an iconic movie. I don't know if it's a great movie, but it's an iconic movie for its time. Yes. Not a great movie.
Chat, please get Risman straight on this. Bloodsport was a great movie. Timeless. Will always be able to be watched.
It's not good.
You need to stop that. So look, one thing, I saw this and I thought about you. You know, a lot of people get up on physical media and they love their physical media collections. I think that's awesome. I'm a fan of physical media as well. But a lot of the Blu-rays did this dual layering.
Yeah.
It's the 50 gigabyte discs. There's the 25 gigabyte single layer Blu-ray disc. And then there's the 50 gigabyte dual layer. And the way that they put the layers together, they glue them. They are glued.
Yeah.
And if you put your Blu-ray in the garage, if you live here where I live, you are going to ruin that Blu-ray. You have got to keep it in the house, you know, at a normal temperature. If you do not take care of that, you're gonna mess your DVD, your Blu-ray up. Over 600 Blu-ray titles have been found to have the dual layer.
Yeah.
And they're messing up. They're not going to last. It's kind of interesting. When Blu-ray first came out, they were designed, like the big thing about them, I don't know if you remember this, it was said we're making Blu-ray now. These will last over 100 years.
Yes.
And it's like, wow. Well, they're not. A lot of them aren't.
No.
So, anyways, I thought
And
that was
and
an
also
interesting thing.
there's a similar story about the DVDs from Warner Brothers and other folks. Now they're just you can't play them anymore. Like the whole you got these whole ones from the classic DVDs or whatever. They're gone now because they didn't do a great job encoding them. And so that's kind of sad, right? You want to collect physical media because it's going to last. And now we got DVDs. Now we've got these Blu-rays. They're just not lasting. So what do you do? I don't know. Just it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah. And VHS was never built to last.
VHS is so bad. Anyone who says it's making a comeback, anyone who's like, I've got a good VHS player, I'm like, you all, there is no such thing as a good VHS player. It sucks. Just
yeah,
sucks.
but having the tapes is pretty cool. Some of them.
Sure, but they don't look good. They don't look good.
The tapes don't look good?
No.
The box covers is what I'm talking about.
Sure, but I mean, to watch them, they look horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to, of course, they age. So for sure. A niche collection hobby, collecting VHS tapes or just physical media, at all. Disney clamshell swag. Yeah, that's good stuff. I don't know. Anytime I go to a estate sale, or if I go to a thrift store, I always go through and look at the tapes. I've got it somewhere in here. The very first Indiana Jones Raiders
Nice.
VHS.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to get that. Like that's, I can't watch it. There's no way that I'm not going to go buy a VCR first of all.
I've got a VCR up here. I've got a VCR right here in my closet. Right, but it's going to look so bad. I mean, it's going to look.
It might surprise you. Some of them.
No, they don't look good, Coach. They don't look good. They're not even for any. They're for nothing. They're awful.
But some movies, the higher quality, the worse it looks. Might be better if it's a little blurry.
I mean, I can't dispute you on that. That's their fault. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, they look bad.
Yep. Check this out. Legion of Maul. What's up, brother? Bloodsport was the first R-rated movie I saw by myself in the theater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a lot of roasting in the chat about my opinions on this, but that's fine. That's fine. We're good.
When is your weekday show? I don't want to miss you guys anymore. Leslie, we are live on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Live on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so you've got a little something that you wanted to play for us.
What did I do? Which one?
Oh, I'm about to mess with you.
Which one?
There is some specific Star Wars news.
Oh, well.
That you wanted to bring in. I'm going to make you think.
Which one is it?
Something we didn't even talk about yet.
Oh,
you
my.
put it in the agenda.
I don't know what it is.
Watch his face, y'all. This is going to be hilarious.
Oh, God. He's messing with me now. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
You're going to light up when you see this. You put it in.
I don't know what it is.
Look at the agenda.
Oh, I mean, I have to pull it up.
How many drinks did you have?
Many. The power of many.
Oh, don't do that. Don't. How dare you?
Luke, you do not yet realize your importance. You have only begun to discover your power. Join me, and I will complete your training. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of one. The power of two, the power of many.
It's the Ron Moore. Is it the Ron Moore clip or is it
Yes.
the Tony Gilroy clip? Because I got Tony Gilroy.
It's the Ron Moore clip.
Oh, I love Ron Moore. Yes.
So I guess you need me to pull this up.
Okay, you can. I don't know. I mean, I can do it too. Ron Moore. I love Ron Moore. You got it? I don't know if it was Tony Gilroy or Ron Moore, but they're kind of both in the same vein for me.
Okay. So let me make sure.
It's going to be Ron Moore and Katie Sackhoff, right?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here we go. We are now ready. Ready? Why don't you give everybody a little bit of information about what we're about to look at?
Mm-hmm. Talking about the Underworld series, right? That's the clip. Yeah, so good, so good. You know, everyone knows Ron Moore. Ron Moore from Battlestar Galactica, from All Mankind. He did Voyager. He did, other. He's a great writer. Ron Moore is a legend, legendary.
All right, here we go.
Did you write a Star Wars script?
Back, you mean eventually?
No, I mean, like, rumor has it that you were developing Star Wars at some point.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What happened
yes,
to that?
there was a point in Galactica was winding down. Caprica was starting. Right around that period, I got a call that George Lucas wants to meet with you about a possible series. What? Huh? Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
Again,
just for the meeting.
Just for the meeting. I'm there. So meet with George. He was very nice, and his producer Rick McCallum. And turned out at that point George wanted to do a live action Star Wars.
This
TV
is Ron
series.
Moore, by the way.
This is
Ron
after
Moore.
he had done a prequel.
Ron Moore is Ronald D. Moore. He's a legend. He's a legend.
You literally said that 52 seconds ago.
I know, but I'm just saying it again just to make sure we're clear.
Okay. How much of this did you want to watch? Like, why don't you talk about
Watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. It's only 4 minutes. Watch the whole thing.
Clearly before any other movies and stuff. And it was like, wow. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to gather a group of writers together, kind of an international group of writers. So I was one of the Americans, and there were some from the UK and from Australia and New Zealand, and he would bring us together up at Skywalker Ranch for like a long weekend.
Isn't it amazing? I've only been one time, and I wanted to like stow away.
Yeah.
And like stay forever.
I know. Did you get the tour of like the archives and all that?
I did. Jon Favreau gave me arranged the tour, and I disappeared. I went for Dave Filoni's birthday, and John, because I don't do well in parties, and I think John knows that. And so I wanted a tour. And so I left the party with John and Paul Sun-Hyun Lee, and we got a tour of the entire, it was amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's like, there's the Lost Ark of the Covenant. It's like right there.
It was absolutely amazing.
It was amazing. So yeah, we would go for these long weekends or a week or something at a time, sit with George in a conference room at the Skywalker Ranch and break these stories. And then we would go off for like another 6 weeks up by ourselves, write the scripts, then regather, talk about notes, do another group of scripts. And this went on for like a year or two or something. We would just gather, break up, gather, break. And the writers would kind of change. Not everybody could go to every session. New people came out. I didn't go to all the sessions. And we wrote something like...
Is he a legend?
He's a legend. He's a legend, man. I know you're pissing at me, but Ron Moore, from a science fiction, did you not like For All Mankind? He is responsible for all of those seasons.
It's okay.
Keep going. Keep going.
You know I love For All Mankind.
And Battlestar Galactica, him too. He wrote Voyager. This is Ron motherfucking Moore. This is the guy. This is the guy. Keep going. Keep going.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You cannot speak like that. This is a family show.
Oh my.
And
I'm sorry.
I think 48 or 50 episodes. Oh yeah, there's like 40 or 8, or at least it's definitely in the 40s. I think
Really?
48 or 50 scripts for this series. And when we got to that point, George said, "Okay, that's enough." And then he wanted to just take those scripts and he was just going to go shoot them
Was that culture
on his dime, which is kind of what he had done with Clone Wars, the TV show.
Right.
Like he was just going to produce this series. And in George's mind, it was, once I've produced it, I'm just going to then take it to a network and go, take it or leave it. This is what it is. I don't care what your notes are. I don't care what your thoughts are. It is done. Do you want it? And they would have no choice but just to say, yes, Mr. Lucas, here's your check. That's where we left it with him. And he went off, and I think he did they shot some test footage because he was, George loves technology and he was exploring different things of CGI and
that $40 million kind of test footage.
What became the volume and all that stuff was percolating at ILM. Shot some test stuff for some scenes, but not too long after that, like another year maybe goes by, and he sold the whole thing kit and caboodle to Disney, all Lucasfilm, and so the project never happened. And that's what happened. I wrote, I think, 2 of those scripts.
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing sitting in a room with George Lucas and arguing about Star Wars.
Arguing about Star Wars?
Oh yeah, because as a writer, at a certain point you get over your awe, and now you're just in a writer's room, and he's telling you something about Darth Vader that doesn't make sense. I don't think that's really who Darth Vader is. Let me tell you about Darth Vader. He's actually, and George, I don't think that's Darth Vader. And they're like, yeah, but George, he wouldn't do this. You're just like, oh my God, what am I doing? Where?
But that's amazing.
Yeah, you just gotta forget, and now you're just in a story conference having an argument.
Bro, it's Ron Moore. I am, I'm Darth Simpus, but I will tell you, Ron Moore is continuing to do great sci-fi stories. If you have never seen For All Mankind, goodness sakes, you must watch it. Of course, Battlestar Galactica, the reboot, that was him as well. God, he's amazing.
So does it not break your heart a little bit knowing that series almost came out? I mean, can they not take the scripts? Disney owns them.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, it wasn't just Ron Moore who wrote those scripts. There was a lot of other of the EU authors that were all in those rooms with them, writing those scripts, doing their thing, making that the best thing they could from a Star Wars content at that time. And all of it got just put by the wayside.
Yep. Would have been really cool if, if that had come out. So you're saying there's a much greater chance that show would have been really good with Ron Moore's involvement?
And no, I think the fact that they had so many scripts and they had so many, thoughts about it, I think all of that would have made it great. But ultimately, Lucas was not interested in going on with that. He was like, I'm going to sell this thing.
Right.
And he sold it. And there's a story that says, well, Disney would never have bought it if this thing was ever made. I was like, I don't know if that's true. I was like, I don't think Lucas would have ever sold it if he wanted to keep making it. He's like, but I can't do that. It's going to be so much time, blah, blah, whatever. Mm-hmm. And so he sold it.
Yep. Let's see. We got a couple super chats here. Toddzilla with a $5 super chat. Showing my age, but we had a RCA Selectavision electric disc player, not Laserdisc. Had it in the early 80s, and I would watch Star Wars on it daily. That is awesome. And you have a lovely singing voice.
Toddzilla. Oh, no.
Matthewine, member for 35 months. Moore and Lucas tag teaming a gritty Star Wars Underworld show would have been crazy good. They wanted to produce and sell it to someone as a completed work. Like, here it is, filmed and ready to air. Wild. I like the fact that he's open about, I sat and argued with George in the writer's room.
Yeah.
How many people, would do that? Probably very
That's
few.
Ron Moore. Ron Moore would do it.
Yeah.
Timothy Zahn would do it. He would. I think he was. I mean, these are the folks. And like he was saying, he's like, at some point, you're not arguing with the creator, right? You're just trying to make a great story, right? So I'm like, didn't find it hard to believe.
Yep, for sure. And then last but not least, the great Culture Casino with a $5 super chat.
My brother.
It was way back in 2005, 2006 when they were doing this series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was after Battlestar Galactica reboot.
Yep. Well, guys, thank you so much. Culture, great to see you, my friend. We appreciate Toddzilla's super chat, Matt Teween's member chat, and Culture Casino's super chat as well. Let me bring in another one of these classic EBN thank you videos like this one right here. Oh, yeah, you'll like this one. This one is for Rissman.
Oh, no.
We are your Echo Base Network. Thank you, guys. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
Wait, can we play one? Can we play one Tony Gilroy? Can we play the Tony Gilroy clip again?
Let's do it.
Can we do it?
You got to put it. You got to play it though. I'm not playing it.
I'm gonna play it.
You got. I don't have it.
Where is it? I'm gonna find it.
Chat. Before Andor season 2 comes out, what do you think you will score it out of 10? What is your prediction that you score it out of 10? Throw your number down. Let's see what you think.
You
got 185 people watching. I am going to say
a 0 out of 10. It's a 0 out of 10.
We're the 7 out of 10 network, so I'm going to say 7.5. Ted's Nerd World says 4. I said 7.5. C-Man says 8 out of 10. Leslie Tarkin, 8 out of 10. Becky, 8.5 out of 10. What would Ron Moore do? Sundowners, 0 out of 10.
What?
0.
Come on.
How could something be a 0? What are you talking
He's being
about?
a douchebag. He's been a douchebag. That's okay.
He and Nick, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Copeland, 8 out of 10. Legion of Maul, 9 out of 10. Mary Lanning, 9 out of 10. Bazaar the Great, 8 out of 10. Lombardi, 1969 with the 5. Shrike coming in with the triple zeros. Sausage Breath, 8.5. Mr. Dexter Kane with the 9. High Dej with an 8. Commandant VHS, 6.5. Todzilla, 0, not watching it, just like season 1. Bald Bacchus with a 6. Let's see. Mark says, I showed Nick a YouTube channel called AFK that does an amazing
Machinema series called for
and
the
I don't know
Empire.
what that is. What is that?
I don't know Machinema. I don't know.
Hey, Macarena. Aye.
No, it's Machinema. Hey, Machinema. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I don't know. What is that, Marks? You got to live,
Yeah.
Bald Bacchus with the 6, Marcus with the 9. Matt Deween had to spell 7 to be different.
Oh!
T-Rex with the 007 with the 8. Peak
no.
Obi-Wan, 6-7. Zombie Box Reviews with the 7. Machine Emma.
Mm-mm.
Like red versus blue. Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. That makes sense to me now. I have not seen it, though. So I bet that's pretty cool. All right.
We got to watch him. We got to watch him talking about sticking the landing. That's the clip.
Oh, this is the one where he kind of throws some shade at the Acolyte.
Yes, when he's like, none of the other series have done it, but we're gonna stick the landing.
Look at us having over 200 people on an unscheduled live stream tonight.
Right?
Thank you, guys.
You know what? Coach, I have to say honestly, I'm just not trying to rub it in. We have more people here tonight than we did on Thursday.
True, but we only have 75 likes with 201 people here. So
well,
if we could fix that,
that's
let's
sad.
fix
That might be my
guys.
fault. That might be my fault. But we have a lot of here.
Moderate. Look, you're the head moderator.
Yes,
We have
a lot of moderators here.
You're the associate producer. Well, say something to them.
Well, you know what? Put the likes on. Come on. My goodness sakes, Matt Tween. Ted Sir,
see all the blue wrenches?
Do your jobs.
Hello, McFly.
Bueller.
Let's go. Okay. All right.
Let's do it.
Let's play it.
Just because
we're just messing with you guys.
I love this because he is amazing. Tony Gilroy, amazing. How do I how do I do this?
Our likes went up 9. We're up at 84 now.
Here we go. I got to do this.
Make it so.
And I got to do this. You all let me know. Can we hear it?
Just going to season 2.
Yes.
Can you all hear that?
Yes.
You heard it? Okay.
She looks like she eats a lot of pizza rolls.
Yes. So that's the gal from Screen Rant. She's a Screen Rant.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's different. Like, do you feel like it's senior year? You're more confident. You know exactly
Yeah, we want it, but we also feel like, oh my God, we better not get confident. We better not be smoking our own shit here. We better really, holy crap, we put the bar down here and we're going to get crushed if we don't deliver. We're going to really, and we've seen, you see all the other shows, where people had trouble sticking the landing and you're like, oh my God.
He didn't know what he wanted to say.
So there's a new pressure. There's a new pressure, but it's
he looked up and said
you have the
nicest thing he could in that moment.
You have a system that works. You see, we carried that forward. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to another.
Yeah.
Just going to season 2.
Yeah.
It's different. Like, do you feel like?
And so, you could say a lot, and everybody does. You can say a lot about Andor. You can say a lot about Tony Gilroy, but I would argue that Tony Gilroy has his pulse on the fandom more than any of these other nonsense shows we've ever had. Right? He's like, we want to do it. We want to have it. I've had this legacy. I want to make sure we don't fuck it up now. That's what I'm sorry, but that's what he's saying. He's like, I want to make sure that we carry it forward.
Yeah.
Because he said, other people, they haven't stuck the landing. But again, if you think about it, he has had more time with Andor, the character. Now it's going to be all this time. It's going to be 24 hours ish of content, and Rogue One. He loves it. He loves it. And so I think it's going to be good.
Is Gilroy a legend?
Yes, he's a legend.
Why did that girl still have her clothes on by the end of the interview?
Oh, God.
Ron Moore, if it was Ron Moore.
Oh, my God. Y'all are so bad. I think both Tony Gilroy and Ron Moore are legends. They're legends.
Yeah. I'm with you. Do this for me. Why don't we watch the last... We never did this on the live stream. Let's watch the last trailer that came out.
You want the teaser? I could do that.
Let's do that.
Yes.
But if you will pause it for just a second, about every 15 seconds.
Yes.
So we don't get struck.
Love it. You love it. Hold, please. You erased everything, so I have to find it.
I did erase everything.
You did? You erased all my things.
It needed to be cleared out.
My articles. You can't do my articles that way, Coach.
They go. I've deleted your articles thousands of times.
My articles. You can't do it.
So Risman has a way of like seeing the news drop. I don't have a job during the day where I could keep my eye on stuff.
Are you trying to say that why I don't have a job?
No, I'm not trying to say that.
Oh my God.
But I'm busy teaching high school kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what's happened until after school. I'm like, so my best source of information is you and Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm much better than Twitter.
You are. So he will get the biggest headlines and throw them in a doc for me to look at to make things easier. I don't know why we hadn't made a video in 3 weeks.
Well, that's not my problem.
True. Davish, I sold all my Star Wars merchandise and got around $48. It was well spent thereafter. Hell, good for you, Davish. That's awesome, bro. Sometimes we feel better when we cleanse those things. I have some Star Wars toys that I'm actually looking for. And as a matter of fact, I have a Transformers seller. I have a guy, Risman. I have a guy that has the original 3 Decepticon jets.
Not the one that I have. You like Starscream?
Yeah, it's Starscream, Thundercracker, and
who was the third? Oh, it's not the one.
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Yeah.
Man, I had to go like that hurt for a second. Yeah. So all 3 of them, but Risman, all 3 of them are complete in the original box. They're not sealed. They've been opened, but they're all 3 complete in the original box. So I am working on a deal right now to get all 3. What the heck are you drinking out of?
And so this is the Smiling Lothcat. Because I am a Disney shill. You can only get this at Oga's Cantina. This is the Smiling Lothcat. You see it?
You loving Ahsoka, me, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Let's
Smiling
go.
Lothcat. But I have the, I found it. I found the, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Let me go back here. This is so good. This is better. This is better. I know, Rebecca. I'm sorry, Becky. I'm sorry. Yes. This coach, I don't think this is better than the Steve Earle, blah, blah, blah. This thing is so great. So great. You ready?
Maybe so.
Ready?
Yeah.
Emergency broadcast. If you can hear me.
We are not who we were when we started.
Imperial ships are already landing.
And so this is, Tony is now confirmed. This is the Gorman Massacre. And this will be it will go across at 5 episodes of this series. And so if you don't, we're not Loris in this channel, coach, the EU, blah, blah. But in Legends.
My EU is the European Union.
Oh my God. In Legends and the EU, Tarkin landed his thing on these folks to disperse. And Tony Gilroy has said, he's like, you know what? It's kind of weird. It's not really defined. So we're going to define it now. And it's going to be over 5 years or 5 episodes. And this is the thing that makes Mon Mothma ultimately leave. This is the thing that does that. So Gorman Massacre. And maybe, I don't know, but maybe Cyril, maybe he's not all about the Empire after this happens.
What about Uncle Herschel?
Well, we don't know. And also, by the way, his sister, they asked Tony Gilroy about Cassian's sister. Are we going to find out about him? Or her, rather.
She was the one that was having sex, right?
No, no sex. His sister. He was trying to find her. He was trying to find her at the beginning, and so Tony Gilroy is like, "Well,
Okay.
we're not going to maybe, everybody has that thing about them, that motivates them or whatever, blah blah blah. We're not going to find out anything about her. But Uncle Harlow, I don't think we're going to find that
Harlow.
either.
Yeah, I said Uncle Herschel. Whatever. Yeah.
But I don't. I think he might. Maybe Deidre also. What happens here in the Gorman massacre? I don't think they're going to be all about it. We'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
Speak out. We need to stand up. Is there no one who can help us? We need a pilot. A soldier.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
Revolutionary movements are spontaneously happening all over the
You might want
galaxy.
to pause it for a second.
How those
Yeah. All right, time in.
And so here with the wheat planet, and he's there, trying to get that TIE Avenger. Is it Lothal? Could be. We don't know. I mean, that's where the Signer Systems had their, experimental. That's the TIE Defender. Could be Lothal. Don't know. We'll see.
come together is the
Two tubes. People say this is the same base they had in The Force Awakens or whatever. I mean, I don't know. On Dakar, maybe.
stuff of our story.
This is Gorman. Look at that. It's amazing. It's amazing.
If season 1 laid the track, then season 2 is the
2%. 2%. 2%.
or not.
The Empire cannot win.
Well, they haven't won.
No, she
yet.
said she's really going to
building
miss
a
her
real-
character.
Yeah.
So I don't guess she's going to be in any other things.
Well, I mean, I think she'll be in maybe she'll be in Ahsoka season 2, but whatever.
Yeah.
Army.
The rebellion's everywhere now.
Galaxy of opportunities.
There he is.
The insurgents have
Look, her behind Deidre, there is Cyril's mom. She's walking behind her. I was like, what is going on?
weapons at this point.
We're counting on it.
These 12 episodes are going to take us over the next 4 years into Rogue One. The complexity of the show, the possibilities of the show. It has to be all in.
Nobody's allowed in here.
You're thinking like a thief.
I'm thinking like a soldier.
Think like a leader.
The size and scale of this production is unparalleled. The sets and the costumes are breathtaking.
Everyone does the
Pause it.
homework. Everyone takes the time, and you can tell.
Proceed.
You might want to pause it. Kristen.
This is it. This is what you live for.
You're enjoying watching it so much. All right, go ahead.
No, but they just said they're shouting in gore, right? This is the Gorman massacre. This is what's going on. And who in another interview, he said, Tony Gilroy said, Luthen is an accelerant, right? His purpose is to try and make sure, everyone sees the Empire for what it is and gets the rebellion, going on about its business. He's an accelerant. Very interesting. Very interesting. And this white guy here, his name is Morak, I think. Morak, he was in Rogue One. This big white guy.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
It's human. It's incredibly truthful. And it just happens to be in a galaxy far, far away.
Were they doing Panthar? Were they doing Panthar?
No, I mean they were just. And this guy again, he's running in this field of. I mean,
I'm
whatever.
getting a
It's
Jeepers
weird or not.
Creepers
but
vibe on this.
It's
right
very physical, right? It's not. It's in person. It's live. This is the guy that I think this is the same guy that did the. He threw the bomb down in Ferrix. I think this is the kid who did that.
of the situation. Not palpable.
Not palpable.
If we do not stand together, we will be crushed.
This is the end. Have no expectations.
So, I mean, I know it's not for everyone, Coach. I know it's a 0 out of 10 for Star Wars content, but I mean, it felt kind of like Star Wars to me. Did it not to you? I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, was it good? Was it not good? What does the chat think? Was it awful?
I think it's going to be a good, solid show. I have more confidence in that being a good, solid show than anything else that they've made in a long time.
Yeah.
Now I felt that way. When things started going all wrong for me in terms of Disney Plus, not the sequel trilogy. It was the Book of Boba Fett. I just knew that the Book of Boba Fett was going to be great.
Yeah.
I walked into that with very high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, maybe this is just a one-off. So then I go into the next one thinking, oh, this is going to be great. And it's just like, oh, we've got a streak going of bad and disappointment. This is I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that it's going to be a good, solid show. But like you said earlier, people are not going to sign up for Disney Plus to watch it. It's not going to chart well. It might not even be the number one watch show when it drops on Disney Plus. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be competing against. Probably nothing.
Nothing.
So, yeah, okay. So,
well, it's going to be competing. Well, no, actually,
Bluey?
Daredevil will be over, so it'll be competing against nothing.
Yeah. But, if it's the number one show on Disney Plus, what does that mean? Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, it's just a service that people aren't watching anymore, and everybody's leaving. So, okay.
Well, I mean, the chat seems to be, kind of about it. I mean, I don't, is it a 0 out of 10 for a Star Wars show? I mean, that's a conversation for a different stream, right? But I think the best thing that Tony has ever done is his understanding of the politics around rebellion, right? This show has always been about rebellion. And in his opinion, and I agree, his opinion, George's, his vision leading up to and including A New Hope, Star Wars, has always been about rebellion, right? Rebellion versus the Empire and all this. And I think Tony, as I've just watched, he just did a 1 hour and 10-minute, thing. That's where that clip came from. He did a live stream, and he said it has been his pleasure to be the guy who was trying to fill in those blanks, on the original trilogy, leading up to it. And I mean, I don't know, bro. There's nothing more Star Wars to me than there is the rebellion versus the Empire.
Yeah.
Leading up to.
I agree. That's Star Wars.
That stuff. That's Star Wars.
Star Wars was built on the rebellion and era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not all this other stuff.
And that was what he was given to work with. And that's what he's really loved to do. So, we'll watch it here. It'll be on Patreon, $5 a month. Look it on for Patreon. We'll be covering it after it comes out. It'll be 4 1 hour and half movies, through April into May. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be amazing. I really do.
I agree. I don't know about amazing. I think it's going to be very, very good.
No, it's going to be amazing, Coach.
I think it's going to have some amazing parts.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think that's, but they're playing in the right sandbox, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying. They've got the right toys. That is gonna make it feel like Star Wars if they do it right. So, and this is, for people that say, "Oh, this leads to Jake Skywalker." No, it leads to Andor, or it leads to Rogue One. It leads to A New Hope. All of it leads to Jake Skywalker right now, which is a very unfortunate thing. That's a conversation for another time as well.
Yeah.
But Mattuine with a $5 super chat here. Sadly, being the best of Disney Star Wars is like being valedictorian of summer school. I mean,
I get what he's saying, but I don't want to diminish Tony Gilroy. Tony Gilroy is like Ron Moore, by the way. They're both legends, right? I guess Tony Gilroy is probably more of a legend than Ron Moore, but Ron Moore has been persisting so much on For All Mankind. I don't know, but I get what Matt Tuin is saying, but I don't want to diminish Tony Gilroy's contribution by saying, he's the best of the worst. That's not what he's going for, right? He wants to be the best of the best.
Yeah.
And I hope that's what we're going to get in Andor season 2.
So what time do the episodes drop, and how many episodes are we getting every week?
So they're gonna drop starting April 22nd, 9 p.m. Eastern time. There'll be 3 episodes each week. They'll start that first week and they'll keep going. And there'll be there's 12 episodes
or 9?
So there'll be only 4 weeks worth. 4 weeks worth.
So those are going to be late nights for me.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, starting 9 p.m. my time, it's 8 p.m. your time. There'll be about 90 minutes.
I have 8 my time?
8 your time.
Okay.
Yeah. Be about 90 minutes, so 9:30.
I've got disc golf those nights.
Well, I mean, that's your problem.
It is. Dang.
I mean, you should reschedule the gift to this golf.
I can't. It's a league.
Well,
every Tuesday.
You should talk to them now.
They're not gonna. Yeah, I need to record that conversation so you can see their faces. Oh my goodness, they'd probably be happy I wasn't going to be there.
You're right, because they'll win without you.
They'll have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here. Well, thank you, Mattuine, for sending in that super chat. I get what you're saying too. The thing is, Disney Star Wars gets a bad rap, as it should.
Fence Rider, come on, let's talk about it.
But there have been some really good things. The negatives outweigh the positives by far. So I'm with you on that. But Andor, Rogue One. Well, I say Andor. Andor was a little bit better than mid for me, but it really did start getting good at the end. Okay? I think this is going to be good. Rogue One was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Clone Wars Season 7, at least 5 of those episodes were excellent. I like Rebels. I don't like it more than you.
I love
like
Rebels.
Clone Wars more than Rebels.
No, Clone Wars is trash. Rebels.
You're crazy.
I know.
Anyways, so yeah, at Mandalorian Season 1 and 2, it wasn't great all the way through, but we got some great. So, yeah, for the people who are saying everything that Disney has made is trash, I would have to disagree with that.
Yep, fence riding. You're fence riding now.
I'm just being honest.
No,
I'm not blinded. And if you didn't like any of it, I get it. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. But I don't know. Anyways.
Well, and then they also did Tales of Jedi, Tales of the Empire, Bad Batch. This is
I didn't
always
like the Bad Batch. I thought it was crap.
Well, I don't agree with you on that, right? So that's why I'm Darth Simpus, right? You don't have my thing up, but I mean, again, there's been some things, and by the way, they're going to be announcing more animated stuff. One of them is in the Dark Times. They're going to continue doing, the same kind of time frame that they did, with the Bad Batch and all the rest of it. And I'm all about it because I think that's a great story for them to tell. It's an easy story to tell. It's good animation, awesome. They're gonna do Tales of the Clones. They're gonna do Tales of the Bounty Hunters. We'll enjoy that. And by the way, Coach, I don't even Nick, if he was here, he would agree. There's been a few of those Bad Batch episodes that he thought has been some of the best things they've done, and it's true. It's very.
A couple of the episodes were really good. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, sorry if people don't like the fact that it's, Carrie Beck and Dave Filoni. I'm sorry about that. So sorry. Not sorry, but okay. All right.
All right, let's hit these super chats. The C-Band with a $5 super chat. Gilroy made the Empire frightening. Disney couldn't do that in the other shows. Yeah.
And it's going to be even more menacing in season 2.
Yeah. Can't wait. Thank you, C-Man, for that $5 super chat. And then Achilles Jones with €5. Hey, Achilles. The only Star Wars I'm interested in are Lycan Episode 1 by Cryptic and Vader Episode 2 by Theory. So, yeah, we support those projects. That's awesome. Many times the fans do it better. So, thank you so much, Achilles, for that. We appreciate that. And then last but not least, Debbie Young with the $9.99 super chat. She just sent it in.
Hey, Mama
Better
Bear.
late than never. I'm with Matt all the way on Andor. So thank you, Mama Bear. Glad you are doing well. She had a procedure done not long ago, so she is on the mend and about recovered, I think. So very happy to see that. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Mattuine, Davish with the member chat, C-Man, Achilles Jones, and Debbie Young. We are Echo Base Network, and this video is for you, and I'm going to go non-Star Wars on this one.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you something else.
This video is not intended for children. Viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
That music, bro, that music from the Black Hole. Every time I hear it, it just gives you the skivvies.
Yeah,
that music is amazing. Just amazing.
Yep. I would love a life-size Vincent robot in my office. Got to find somebody that can do that for me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody. Look, that is going to do it for us. 214 people still here. If we just kept going, we'd get more and more people here.
Right.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on this Saturday night. Nick will be back home tomorrow, and who knows what's going to happen. We'll definitely be getting some content out, so that'll be fun. But in terms of live streams, we'll be back for our regularly scheduled show this coming Thursday, and we'll see if we do something between now and then. Who knows? We might just be back tomorrow night. I don't know.
Tomorrow night?
So
what?
Be on the lookout.
What?
I know, right? You, minus the drinks, sir. I'm kidding. This has been fun. Everybody has enjoyed. You have put on a show tonight.
I've been good, right? I've been okay.
For the most part, yes.
Oh, thank you.
For the most part. But I hate to tell you that nobody thinks that Tony Gilroy is a legend except for you.
No, Ron Moore is a legend.
I'm kidding. I know that. But he still didn't get that girl's jacket off.
Oh.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. As we always say, we are, you are, Echo Base Network. May the force be with you and all that other stuff too. Thank you, Risman, for being here with me tonight. And guys, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you for your support. We'll see you on the next one. Later, guys.
Bye.
Coach Nick from Echo Base Network, thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Risman was on fire tonight.
Ron Moore is a legend. He's a legend.
Oh my gosh, you're still
also Tony Gilroy is a legend. Legends.
Simpus.
Come on, you know I'm right.
Where Simpus happens. We should end it with, Mom, can you make me some pizza rolls?
Mom! Get the pizza rolls!
Oh, we're doing it now. We're doing it. If you forgot what Nick looks like on camera, here it comes.
His hair is so bad.
This music is jamming.
Mediator has decided 1 point Valiant Renegade. That is a very, very valid argument. Okay.
Bring me some pizza rolls.
What you're really saying, Valiant, though,
May the force be with you. For me, to Papa.